Do I
Doug,
need to give a drum roll here?
Please, please, a little drum roll.
I don't know if you could hear my drum roll.
Northeastern Seminary is launching a growing library of free, going to say that again, free online mini classes that you, yes, you, everybody watching, it's not limited to anybody, take to explore an area of need in your own ministry or your personal faith formation.
So free online classes. This is great. These are classes. The first two of our free 4-week classes begin in September, and registration is now open for those. So the first one that I want to share with you is an excellent class that I think is going to be filled very, very quickly. There's limited registration for these. You can join Dr. David Carr, Assistant Professor of Biblical Studies, in a mini class on reading Luke in a polarized world.
Mm-hmm.
We know we have a polarized world. Now we get to learn how the Gospel of Luke, that's been there for a long time, can help us learn how to live. I mean, we live in a world where people think in binary categories, either this or this. How can the gospel speak into this kind of world?
Oh, and you know, Doug, that's a class that I want to take for sure. You know, one of the things we've been committed to at Northeastern Seminary and Roberts Wesleyan College is intellectual and spiritual humility. And what does that look like as we come together in this polarized world, right? And so to take scripture and to take Luke and make that happen in a conversation is so exciting for anyone that wants to be a part of it. So I encourage you. But you know what? There's also some other opportunities. You can join Carrie Starr, our guest instructor, for a mini class on women's journey into ministry and leadership. Very fascinating. She's been doing some research in this area, and this mini class is going to be a wonderful class. And I want to be really clear that this is for men and women. Men and women, and you will examine the barriers women face when pursuing ministry and leadership roles. So I think it's so important, not just for women to be there, but for men who are in other leadership roles to understand what some of the barriers are that we create in leadership roles for a really diverse workplace and a very diverse ministry opportunity.
Could I just cut in and say thank you for sharing this for both men and women?
Yes.
The title of the class, Women's Journey into Ministry and Leadership, might sound like it's for women only, but actually it's of course for women. It's to empower women, but it's also to help all of us as God's people in the world realize how significant the way God created representative humanity in the world.
And I'll just say, as someone that has spent my professional life in Christian higher education, I would not be where I am as the president of Northeastern Seminary and Roberts Wesleyan College without the insightful support and access that was given to me and understanding of male leaders. So again, I just want to do a little extra plug there because it's going to be a really wonderful class.
Thank you, Dina. So both of these classes put together these two pieces that Northeastern Seminary, since its beginning in 1998, has tried to hold together. That is that we want to offer classes that are biblically grounded and that they're culturally relevant. You know, it's one without the other isn't sufficient. If you're a follower of Jesus, you've got to be biblically grounded and you want it to engage the world. We're called to be in the world, but not of the world. And we try to put those things together. And these mini classes will give you a taste of what you could expect in a Northeastern Seminary experience. Take them as freestanding classes because of the content and the experience in itself. But if you happen to be wondering whether a Northeastern Seminary education is something you might be interested in, it's an opportunity to take a little taste. If you happen to be a denominational or a church leader, we want to invite you to send people to these classes, have them register. These are free for your ordination candidates, for your committee members, for small group leaders, for board members, for elders, for any congregant that you want to send, and you can give them a taste of a class and an education at a trusted source for theological education. Find out more or register at nes.edu/mini class.